All right. Hi, everyone. My name's Jeremy Goodman, and today we're going to be walking you through using Google Meets. It's a great little uh, web conferencing tool available from Google, and since Google has a lot of very uh, cohesive suite of products available, it just makes it a little bit easier to just kind of mix them all together and use everything that's available here through Google. So here I am at google.com. I'm going to go up here to the little 9 dots for Google Apps to select some other options. We're going to choose Google Meet. Okay, see, this is a quick little video calling thing. We can either start a new meeting, or if somebody's provided us with one to join, we can type in the code available there, maybe copy and paste it from email, and click join. But for now, we're just going to start our own meeting. So I'm going to click New Meeting, left click that, and we can choose to schedule one for later, or start one now, or even schedule it in our Google Calendar. Again, Google Suite stuff is all very cohesive, meant to work together. So we're just going to start an instant meeting right now. Get that out of the way real quick. All right. Do you want people to see and hear you in the meeting? I would like them to. That's why I've got the headset. That's why I'm recording myself. So I'm going to allow microphone and camera. So we're going to go up and also get another little pop on my computer. Choose to allow that as well. So now within the Google meeting, I can be heard and I can be seen. All right. So right over here, your meeting is ready, and we give a quick little shortcut to add others. So if I want to invite other people, I can click it right there, or I can copy and share this little meeting invite right here. I just copy it, maybe go to Teams chat or some other inner office or inner school chat service. Just post it right in there, say join me in this meeting, and they can click on it and jump right in here to join us. Or again, I can click others, and it'll go to my list of contacts. Don't really have many there, so not going to work that way. And that would just email them directly this meeting invite. I want that to go away. So don't know why that tile's there. Okay. So that's inviting people to join us. We've created the meeting. Now we've inviting people to join us in the meeting. So once people are in there, let's see if I can get some of these things out of the way because I've got the Screencastify stuff popping up. So here we are in the Google toolbar. I'm just going to move myself a little bit. So down here at the bottom, we've got some core features of Google Meets. First up is the audio. I can choose to mute myself and then unmute myself. Or I can select up here if I want to switch to a different audio source. Like if I've got a separate mic, like this is the one on my headset, I can also use the one that's built into the laptop, or if I have an external mic, I could switch to it by choosing up here, as well as going through some different settings to adjust a few different features. And this isn't more than just audio settings. As you can see, this also lets me set video, general, caption, and then some reaction settings within Google Meet. So that was audio. Next is video. Same way I can turn off my camera and I can turn it right back on. And then I can switch if I have different webcams or external cameras available. Maybe if I've got, a separate class camera or something set up for a multi-camera setup, I can switch over that to show people, whatever feature I want to share. I can do that as well as accessing settings and applying some visual effects. These tend to be, I've gotten more and more standard with all the different web conferencing tools. Like I could add a background. I could add a nice little background to it. See if I can get that to work. I can also blur my background. I'm not seeing it working too much right now. Oh, there it is. It's in my demo up here. So let me close that back out. You can see blur effect. If I want to try to overlay, there we go. Now I'm on a boat, as well as other filters like adding, I guess, hats. Very much those more phone conferencing styles. Oh, look, I'm in a boat with a hat. So that's here. Uh, as you can also adjust your appearance. So let me see if I can turn these effects off because that's a distraction. We'll just go back and do a standard kind of blur effect on my background because it's rather busy. So let's just make it blurred out so your focus is on me, not what's behind me. Okay, realistically, that's what you want to do, or maybe have a nice office setup or something professional. Okay, that, depending on if you want to make more of an easy transcript for the meeting or conference or whatever it is available, you can turn on captioning. That way it has whatever's being said available. Uh, Now this is again going to still be machine generated, so it may not be the most accurate, but it's a nice little feature to have if you have to make accommodations for anyone who may be hearing impaired. Like that way, they can also see what's being said live, and they don't have to. They can join and participate as normal. Let me turn that off just for now, though. Then we also can send reactions if we want to, like thumbs up, or just react to whatever's going on or whatever's being said without being an audible disruption. You can say like clap, applaud, all the standard things, thumbs down, homework, all that's available there through the reactions tab. Then we have present now, which would be if I'm looking to share a separate screen or share another file, I can share that. I can share a different tab that's available. Let me see if I've got one different window. I'll just switch over to my other window where I've got a PowerPoint open. So I would be able to share uh, my other screen. Dismiss that. So I can come over here and I can present my other screen. It's my PowerPoint. So let's back out of that though. I need to get back out of there. All right, so we've removed that. So that is sharing. It could also be a good way to share some other files, but primarily it's entire screens, specific windows, various tabs, all that's quick access to share with whoever is in the meeting or conference with you. Also, if you don't want to disrupt the presenter, if they're teaching, if you want to say you have a question, just like in a physical classroom, you have the option to raise your hand. Since again, I may not be able to see you or be able to look at you, and if you've got a webcam on, I may not be able to look at your screen to see that your hand's up. We have the raise hand feature here, which has a little notification pop up, which participant raised their hand. That way I can call on them, unmute them if I have control of that on my end, and they can just ask their question and then we can resolve it in class. Except we have more options. We can see here is a whiteboard feature. This way if we want people to, let's go ahead and start a whiteboard. We want to let participants, type out their own responses or answer things. We can also, if we want to use like an image, maybe like a Punnett square or some physical image that we want them to respond to, we would have them do that. Okay, let's go ahead. I don't want to share a Jamboard. Let's not do that. We want to start a new whiteboard. Okay, so there we go. So we open the whiteboard and leave that open for anyone to type out some responses on. Let me get this out of my image of myself out of the way. So you can have a pen tool to type hello. You can also erase it. All the basic features. You want to point something out. Select over here. You want to leave a note. Upload an image, upload a shape. Others have the more viable text box. Enter your responses here. Again, this is a standard whiteboard, just like a dry erase board in the classroom. Or again, you could also upload a separate image if you want people to maybe answer specific questions on it or fill out specific fields. Maybe we could have like a nice table that could fill in, or like say, here's some choices. Everyone indicate what you think is correct. You would allow them to do that. Otherwise, whiteboards are great just tools for just like getting group submissions. So like everyone can just type in what they think is the correct answer, what their favorite color is, what they think is a great holiday. Any sort of response. It's a great way to get everyone to just kind of put stuff out there. All right, other options we've got here. We can change the layout of our screen. We can go full screen, picture in picture, apply visual effects we've already done, captions we've already done, and then just the text support stuff here, which we're not going to address because that's not really part of the actual conferencing. Then we can also leave the call. So I could just bail out and leave it to whoever's there or end the conference later. Over on the side, we just have our meeting details. Move that over. Again, here's our copy link to join, as well as the whiteboards I had tried to start earlier. We also can see everyone's in the conference. So here, it's just me. If there are other people, they'd be in here, and I could also probably set their permission levels, because again, I'm the contributor. I would be able to address whatever participant levels and what permissions they have to participate. And over here we have the chat. Again, if anyone's here, hi, me, your favorite color. If I want to get responses in the chat, I could ask them to do it that way. I could also go ahead, that's a great way to share other links or resources with them. If I don't want to bring up a YouTube video, I can just post a video or a link to download something from Google Drive. The chat's a great way to distribute that information. Then we have activities over here. Again, whiteboarding is the key one here. Breakout rooms are a great tool if you want to break everyone into small groups to go, work together on a problem, and then use multiple tools. Separate everyone into groups, maybe of 2, 3, 4. Send them to their own particular breakout room. Let them use a whiteboard and try to solve a problem in that breakout room. Then they can come back. They can discuss their problem-solving method, what they came up with, and what answers they have, and we can discuss as a class. I'm not going to really address live streaming, but there's also polls is a quick way just to get kind of a little head count, get everyone to respond, and then recording if I wanted to, again, record this session for anyone who maybe missed it or for review later. Those are some core kind of features there. And then over here, we have host controls. If I wanted to designate maybe a co-teacher, I could set that up and give someone else the ability to do these things. But as of right now, I would be the primary host. So that's all the core features of Google Meets. Again, great resource within the Google suite of programs. Works, perfectly with, obviously for the whiteboard, it's just a Jamboard. Meeting distribution through Google Calendar, all these different ways to just sync up all of your different Google Suite programs, have them all work together, and just kind of make it a little bit more seamless to go from one to the other and set up all your classroom activities online. But that's Google Meet. I'm Jeremy Goodman again. Thank you for joining me today.